Okay, friends, so we are about to write our fictional account of our own dragon taco party. Now, remember, we've talked about fiction and nonfiction. One way that I like to remember fiction is fun. So, is it always true? No, it's not always true, but it's a lot of fun. And so, we're going to write a fun, entertaining story about a dragon taco party. These are some of our ideas. These are some of Vivian and my own ideas that we thought could happen at our own dragon taco party because we don't want it to be just like the book. We want to use our own imaginations, our own heads, our own creativity, and we want to get something really original out there. So, we said some ideas at our dragon taco party could be the dragons might bury themselves in tacos. They might have a taco coma. They might fly everywhere. They might have a food fight. They might plant taco trees. They might have a taco eating contest. They may design beautiful taco art. And they might build castles of tacos, build taco castles, sort of like sand castles. Okay, if your idea is not on here, that's okay. Write about your idea. These are just some ideas and suggestions. Now, to get started, we've got our first page. We're only going to do the first page today, just like always. So now that we've already got our brainstorming done on the first day, we're going to move to our story. And hopefully we've thought about which one of these that we really want to use. I like the idea of, I think I'm going to use the building the taco. I think I'm going to use the building taco castles idea because that could be really cool. And we could also have some really cool illustrations with that. So on here, we're going to start our story. We've talked about how writers and how authors use words to really draw, let's see. To really draw, I was trying to turn that around, to really draw their readers in. And so we really want to work on using some of those exciting words. What did the author say in Dragons Love Tacos to really grab you? Hey, kid! Did you know that dragons love tacos? That's exciting. That kind of makes you pay attention, doesn't it? Let's look at some other words that we could use. So here we have our story language words. We have the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. Today we're just starting with the beginning. So what are some ways that we could start a story? We could say, one day, that's okay. Not super exciting, but that's okay. We could say, every day. That could be interesting. Like, every day, the dragons would get together and have a taco party at noon. We could say one hot day. That kind of describes the setting a little bit too. One dark night. Ooh. One stormy night. One windy day. One spring day. Or we could be like the author and use something totally different. Hey, kid! Or we could say, hey, dragons! What would you like to use to start your story? We're just going to write a beginning part today. What could you use? I think I'll use one hot day. One hot day. So let's see. Now I need to think about my sentence and I'm going to repeat that sentence over and over until I get it all down. So one hot day, now remember, I'm going to use that one, build the taco castles. I'm not going to start with that yet though. That's just going to be my story as I build up. How do we start our story? One hot day. How about one hot day, I invited all my dragon friends to my house. One hot day, I invited my dragon friends to my house. Okay? So one, oh, that's a high frequency word. One, how do we spell it? O-N-E. And we always have to begin our sentences with a what? Capital letter. One hot day. Keep repeating your sentence through your head. Hot. Day. That's a high frequency word. Day. D-A-Y. I hope that you're telling me how to spell these at home. One hot day. Kind of sounds like I'm taking a little pause there, so I'll put a comma. One hot day, no more room, and we're not going to scrunch it up, so we just go to the next line. Invited, invited. Ooh, that's a word. That's a long word, but I think we can do it if we break it down. Invited. In. How do we spell in? It's a high frequency word. I-N. V. That says invite. How do we make the I say its name? Bossy E. Invited. One hot day, I invited my dragon friends to my house. One hot day, I invited my, what are we putting between our words? Spaces. Did you notice these lines got a little smaller? One hot day, I invited my, high frequency word, dragon. I'm not sure if I can write dragon and I don't want it hanging off over here, so I'm just going to go to this next line to keep it neat. I invited my dragon friends, We know that digraph. On my dragon friends, and to, make sure you're using spaces or it's going to get very confusing. To my space house. Ow. And that O-U. So ow. House. And then we have a silent E. What am I missing? One hot day, I invited my dragon friends to my house. That's the way my story begins. I'm not even going to talk about building taco castles yet because we have to write the beginning of a story. We have to explain how did this all start. And it started whenever one hot day, I invited my dragon friends to my house. Do you have to write this? No. you write your own. You think about how you want your story to begin. And you think about how you want your story to begin. And also think about some of these words. How do you want to start it using story language words? Maybe you want to say one day, or every day, or one hot day, or one dark night, or one stormy night, or one windy day, or one spring day, or hey kid, or hey dragons. But right now, we're just going to write the beginning part of that story. So I used one hot day, I invited my dragon friends to my house. Okay, let's get started, and I would love to see these uploaded into your portfolios on Class Dojo.